Guys, I am so excited to share with you. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to share, I want to say thank you to some people. I'm going to share with you, I've been talking about this for, I don't know, since I moved into this house. We have a new setup in the building. It's not done. It's still, this is going to be a proof of concept video. We are going to have like an actual conversation about when to buy and to sell things. And we're going to talk about joy and a lot of things back there. But I wanted to share with you guys a proof of concept. I'm super excited. It's 2:30 in the morning. Last night, this video is going to be posted at like 11. It's like in 6. Anyway, I have the back room kind of set up. You know, we've been going through the flood. We've been doing all this stuff. I want to say thank you to the patrons who have made the opportunity for this to happen. I'm super excited. So let's do it. Ready? I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go to the back room and I'm gonna walk back there. It'll take me like a couple seconds to get back there, but we got to back. We'll talk about when we get back there. Okay, here it comes. Woo! What is up, everyone? I have no clue if this is working. I can't be back there. Hello, this is me. It's actually me. This is our back room. This is my back room. It's where I play games with some friends, and you know, my daughter sleeps like straight above here, straight above the camera. But we have a new setup. We're going to have 3 cameras back here. Right now, this is the top down. And then we're going to have 2 side cameras. So we'll be able to have like a 4-player game, and you'll be able to see the faces of each of the people. And the goal is to start doing some, maybe weekly, maybe we'll start monthly, I think, live streams of just board games and fun games and, you know, Flesh and Blood PvE games and some ultimate pit fight stuff, some regular board games, and then to have my buddy actually run a live stream. So I actually spent a lot of time in my previous job setting up live streams. And the goal here is to have an amazing live stream with multiple camera angles, so you can see people's reactions and stuff like that. It's crazy. I had to get a bunch of SDI to HDMI cables. You can't do HDMI more than like 20 feet, 30 feet. I had to get a bunch of HDMI. Had to get a bunch of stuff. I can't even show you the cameras. I just bought 4 new cameras. They're amazing. They're Sony Z1s, I think they are, or something like that. They're really cool. It's what I've been using. I tested it for 3 months with my other videos, and then now I actually bought 3 of them. I'm gonna buy a 4th one. No, I bought 4 of them. I'm gonna buy a 5th one. That's what I'm using for my top-down camera in the other room. We're gonna utilize them for everything. It's gonna be really cool. This is proof of concept. I just wanted to see how the audio sounds in here. I wanted to see how it looks, all this stuff. Eventually you'll be able to actually have like a cut of each person's play mat that'll cut in. It's gonna be sweet. Just wanted to share with that. Patrons, I wanna say thank you to you. You guys have made this happen, and you know, this was expensive. This was like 2 months of income, a couple, you know, multiple thousands of dollars. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to do this. And I'm super excited. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about joy and selling. This is a photo. Can you see it? Of my old video game collection, and huge, right? Like, when I was in high school, when I was in college, I started going to, actually I was a senior in high school, and I started going to yard sales, and I started picking up retro video games. And at some point in my life, actually it was 2 years after I got married, I actually sold all my retro video games. So I went to yard sales, I sold games on Saturdays, sold all the duplicates, and I just started collecting them. And when I was 23, I decided to start a photography company, and I sold all my video games. Literally that whole picture, I'm talking like, it was like $7,800 in a Sheetz parking lot in West Virginia. This guy counted out a bunch of 20s and 100s and handed them to me. I gave him literally like 5 totes full of video games. Some of them were complete in box, some were everything. And that was a really tough thing for me to let go of. I actually just traded some stuff for some video games. My daughter is like, she's 2, so like she's getting to the point where she likes cartoons. So like she'll watch me play Mario Kart, and that will train her to want to play Mario Kart, which is really the ultimate goal in life. Anyway, I'm super excited, actually. I haven't gotten to play that much. I played a little bit with my sister this past weekend. But the idea here I want to talk about is when it's okay to sell. Because for me, 4 years, all throughout college, I invested my time and my energy into building this massive, massive collection. And when I sold it, it was sad. I remember my wife being like, are you going to be okay with selling this? And like, she didn't ask me to. Like, I wanted to start a company. I started a photography company, bought a bunch of cameras and equipment, and it, you know, ended up working out really well. It was a great source of income for us. It was a lot of fun, and at the time, it was the right move for me and my family. And you know, I don't know what these games did. Honestly, I don't know that the value really went up or down. For me, it was a more like the sentimental value of having collected it, and you know, every cartridge had a story that was me at a thrift store, or me at a flea market, or me at a yard sale. I remember when I got this Sega Dreamcast, and it was this janky yard sale, and it's just every item had this story connected to it. I think a lot of us in this world right now are in this kind of area where it's like maybe we have more value in cards than we ever thought we would. And it's like, when do you sell? Is it okay to sell? Is it okay to spend money on things that might not appreciate in value? Like my camera equipment, I actually ended up selling it all when I utilized it for my job, and you know, whatever. I ended up selling it all when I quit my job. And I lost money on it, right? Like, and if I would have kept the video games, I wouldn't have lost money. These have definitely held their value. But like, the question is, what things does it provide for you? And here's what I want to say. It's okay to take profits. I know that sounds terrible. It's okay to sell cold foils. I know I've had a joke on the channel where like I've never sold a cold foil. I think I've literally only sold like 2 cold foils, 3 cold. I actually just sold some Monarch Commons, but other than those, like I've only sold like 2 or 3 cold foils in my life. And I have this little joke, but like in all seriousness, it's important that you remember that it's okay to sell things in order to fund other hobbies, in order to fund other life things, and other, you know, flooding basement, a YouTube channel, the food to feed your family. It's okay to sell things. And this is what I wanted to talk about, was like, I miss my retro video games, but those things are always replaceable. All these things are just tangible objects. They don't mean anything. It's not life or death. It's not really that important. Cards, these cards, these Welcome to Wraith Unlimited cards, they're just not that important, everyone. They're just not that important. They're just things. They're just stuff. And nothing is more important than pursuing dreams and goals in your family and allowing yourself to accomplish things that you want to accomplish. And so I was feeling a little nostalgic today when I got this in the mail, and I was just like, man, like, I remember my collection, and like now I have what, 1, 2, 3, now I have 7 games. I have 7 games. I mean, one of them's the Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition, but you know, like I have 7 games. I used to have probably 150 N64 games. I was just feeling nostalgic. But then I thought, you know what? Like, all the things that I was able to accomplish because I went to that Sheetz parking lot and I accepted the cash and I got out. Let's go back to the other camera. Hey, I'm back. I don't know how that sounded. I don't know how that looked. The heart behind this video, was to test the back camera. And usually when we're doing this, we'll have somebody back here in this room running the live stream. They'll have a switcher. They'll multi-view and stuff like that. It'd be really cool. Anyway, I just wanted to talk again. Like, for me, it was really hard for me to sell my things in order to fund my photography company. But the skills and the lessons I learned by starting that company and by going through that and by organizing it and by, marketing myself and by all those things, the skill, that led to me getting a full-time job as a videographer. And that led to me learning the skills that were required to start this YouTube channel. And, the things that went into that as much as I miss having, and now I'm going to start collecting my retro video games again. That's kind of something I'm doing on the side. But like the skills that I learned as a result of selling my games were well worth the money that I lost as a result. And now don't get me wrong, I definitely profited. I definitely made a lot of money doing photography and videography. That's whatever. Like those things paid for themselves. But at the end of the day, it's still that collective. It's like starting over again. And so this video was really, I have no regrets. That was 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Dang, I've been married for a long time. That was like 7 years ago. And like, I've never regretted it. I've missed those games. That's why I'm starting to collect them again. I've missed those games. And now that I have kids, I really miss those games because I grew up on those games. I want to play those with my kids. But I didn't regret it because of the things that I was able to accomplish as a result of selling the collectibles I had. So this video, really, I just want to encourage you. I know there's a lot of jokes on collectibles of holding and, you know, never sell and diamond hands. But like in reality, if you need to sell or if you have other things that you want to fund, there's other goals. You know, I could have taken this $6 or $7 grand that I spent on video equipment for this stupid back room thing and bought, I don't know, some other cold foils. Like I could have done that. But like there's other goals that I wanted to accomplish with this channel. There's other things like I want to have I want to have a really, really great live stream where I can play games with my friends and like enjoy and maybe even invite some people in the community if it gets some traction and really start to make this a really cool thing. And these are goals that I have, and it's okay to spend the money to try to, and you know what, like if this goal doesn't work out and that stream fails and like I can't get a group of people together that are fun on camera and I can't, you know, whatever, then it was still worth the shot. So I want to say thank you one more time, patrons. You are amazing. You've allowed me to pursue this dream, to pursue this goal, to invest in the channel. I want you to know that like I am invested in this YouTube channel. Probably way more than I should be with the subscribers that I have and the followers I have. I'm invested in making this thing amazing and great, or hopefully amazing. Like I don't know if it's going to get there or not. I'm invested in that, and I can't wait to do some streaming. Hopefully the next couple of days I can get the other 2 cameras set up and wired back here. You got to go through the ceiling with the SDI cable and all that stuff. So hopefully the next couple of days, this is a proof of concept. I'm going to listen back to the audio and test it all out. But hopefully the next couple of days I can get things set up, and then after Vegas I'm hoping to do our first kind of live stream with a group of friends. It might have to be Commander, you know, my old play group, that's what we did. We played some Commander. We might have to do that. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to hook them into some other games and stuff. I love board games. I know there's a couple people who have reached out to me and seen the board games in the back. I would love to do Flesh and Blood, but also other things. You know, I love the idea with Genesis. Like I love the idea of like taking a new game that I don't know very well and me and a friend learning it and having some people come to the house or whatever, or maybe even teach us via webcam and sit and talk and teach us how to play. So I'm excited. Hope you are too. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. And one more time, I just want to say thank you, patrons, for making all this possible.